Hi there guys, welcome to the 226A from Dudley to Merry Hill. And as you know, the 226A does the original 226 Dudley to Merry Hill, as the 226 now serves Wall Heath. And we originally planned to do the 17 and the 25 routes, but apparently we've changed our minds, so we're doing a pilot video instead. A lot of videos are being pushed back due to obvious reasons at present. But I hope that you are all okay. So I'll make sure that I do get those videos uploaded on this channel. And yes, I will. I'll make sure that they're all on the channel for you to watch, because this is a channel for all you lot viewers you really want to watch. So we're just leaving Dudley Town Centre and we're heading for Merry Hill. So we'll be following the number 6 route between Dudley and Russell's Hall Hospital. Now, the number 6 used to be numbered the 246, and also you had the 311 and the 313 that used to come from Walsall. And in 2020, they were extended down to Merry Hill as today's 11 and the 11A. But now the 11 and the 11A now only goes as far as Dudley, like it was pre-2020. And the 11A used to be the 13. So here we go, we're leaving Dudley. So there's the back of the former Co-op department store, and then you would see the steeple of Top Church St Thomas's in Dudley. And everyone calls that Top Church, like St Edmund's at the bottom is known as Bottom Church. They always have them special names. So we're now coming out of Dudley Town Centre, and we're following partially of the 18 Dudley to Merry Hill. That's now operated by Diamond Bus, as the 226A is operated by Diamond alongside the 226. And the 18 used to be numbered the 243. And then, of course, you got the number 8 from Wolverhampton to Wollaston Farm. It used to be Wrensness to Wollaston Farm. And the 8 used to be numbered the X96. And that was a great route, serving Merry Hill, Dudley and Stourbridge, the X96. And it had them Volvo B7 RLE Right Eclipse Urbans, and they were actually branded for the route, because I had the yellow branding on the B7s, but now that got removed back in 2018 from when it was changed to the number 8. And now it's branded and uses platinum buses because it interworks at Wolverhampton with the X8 from Wolverhampton to Birmingham. Way before the X8 came, Wolverhampton had the 126, which connects Birmingham and Dudley. It used to follow the X8 into Wolverhampton. There was at one time the X7 that went through Albury, but however that stopped operating due to low patronage. Because of the 87 as well, because that route now uses platinum buses, and so does the 82 that goes from Birmingham to Bearwood. There's quite a few routes that are now platinum routes, like the platinum services, like the number 9 to Birmingham from Stourbridge. That's a platinum route. The X10 from Gornal Wood to Birmingham. And a lot of the Birmingham routes are also platinums, especially the X1 from Birmingham up to Coventry via Birmingham International Airport. And also the X3 up to Lichfield via Sutton Coldfield. The X4 to Minworth Asda. And the X5 to Roughly. So anyway, we're now coming down to Pegasus Island. So we're coming down to Pegasus Island. On the 226, so we're heading down towards Pegasus Island, where that iconic Pegasus horse is located with the wings on, and we'll be heading down towards Russell's Hall Hospital. And of course you've got the 2s that also serves Russell's Hall Hospital, and that goes from Wrensness to Merry Hill. Previously it only went Dudley to Merry Hill. And before the 2 came along, it was numbered the 222, aka the 222. And way before that, the 222 ran to Halesowen. And that was a good link, but it's a shame that it no longer runs to Halesowen. But I know it was a longer route. And of course you did have the 2A that used to serve the Wallows Road. That's now gone. And then they introduced a 2A Russell's Hall Circular, but that didn't last long either. That only lasted a few months, and now that route's gone. It only lasted like 2 months, I believe. A month or two, and now that's gone. And of course you have the number 5 to Kingswinford. That is now operated by Diamond Bus once again. Well, Diamond's doing the daytimes Monday to Saturday. They used to do it on Sundays, and the 5 used to be numbered the 205. There was no 205A, which is now the 5A. The 5A was introduced in 2019. When NX won a lot of tendered routes, especially off IGO. And of course you did, from Russell's Hall Hospital, you used to have the 228 service that used to run down to Kingswinford. They had to stop running that service in 2020 due to low patronage, and that got replaced by the 242 service. It did do a trial run between Maryhill and Kingswinford. Then they shortened it to Stourbridge, and Greenbus did that contract up until 2021, and now the route is operated by Select Bus Services. Do a handful of services across Staffordshire, like Stafford, Cannock, and a lot of Staffordshire country lanes, and they've also expanded to do work in Telford, like they do the 96 up to Shrewsbury, Salop, and they also do the 101, the Princess Royal Hospital, down to Madeley. So Select have grown over the years, and I hope that Select do get more and more routes, even some unique ones, but we'll have to see what pans out first. So anyway, we're just coming out of Russell's Hall Hospital, and we're going to head next for High Oak at Pensnett. So we're going to head to High Oak. So I hope that you enjoy the journey. As you know, the 226 and 226A are longer routes to Maryhill, but it is a great scenic route to go on. And the 226 and 226A, you'll normally have the streetlight buses on. And there is the occasion of the Optare Solos, the Dennis Darts, the Pulsars, and the Volvo B7RLE Right Eclipse Urban Body buses, and the Melostratas. Because before, when the route was operated by Hanson's, they used a lot of Darts on. They had an E300 on, an ADL Enviro 200, and Diamond competed it, so they competed with Hanson's on it. They used Optare Solos and Dennis Darts, Plaxton Centros, E300s. They used a lot of buses on that route at the time, and even the Volvo B7RLE Right Eclipse Urbans, and even the ex-Arriva vehicles like the Commander or Cadet. And I know they put a lot of their vehicles on. And then in 2018, they upgraded the route to Optare Solo SRs. There was only 3 of them on the route, but however, they've now scooted off the 226. 20920, which is now 20919, was transferred to Redditch. 350 and 351 were transferred to Redditch, but when Diamond had the Ludlow route, the 292, they transferred those buses to Kidderminster due to the fact that they're fitted with Cummins engines in them. And I do like those buses. They are very fast on fast roads. Like I've been on them. Like I've been on one on the 202 from Halzone to Bromsgrove. From Halzone to Bromsgrove, and the 142 from Stourbridge to Halzone. I've also been on one on the 580 from Kingswinford to Kidderminster, and also I also had one on the 192 from Halzone to Kidderminster, and also the 250 Stourbridge Circular and 251 Stourbridge Circular, well, best to be known as the Maryhill Circular. I've had them on quite a few of the routes, to be honest. Those up to Solo SRs. And they are lovely buses. I do like the Optare Solo SRs as well as the Optare Solos, which are the standard ones. So they are lovely buses, and I even like the Optare Metro Cities. Sadly, they're now at Burton upon Trent now, the former Midland Classic base. So I'm hoping to get up to Burton at some point very soon, so please stay tuned. Okay then, guys. We're now at High Oak at Pensnett, and we're going to head to turn left, and then we're going to turn right onto Tiled House Lane. And once we get onto Tiled House Lane, we will be joined with the 15 Merry Hill to Wolverhampton service, which is operated by an XWM's Park Lane garage at Wolverhampton. So anyway, here we go. We're just about to turn along. So this section here is only covered by the 226 and the 226i. But we'll be joined with the NXWM's 15 at the next junction. So here we go. Right now. So this is the run we're going now. So just continue to enjoy the video here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures, the best YouTube channel that you can name of all time. Yes, the best YouTube channel that you can name of all time. And so anyway, here we go. On the 226i. So we're on the 226i. So this is Tiled House Lane now. So we're on Tiled House Lane at Pensnett. So this is going to take us down towards... So this is going to take us down towards Bromley Way. And then this is going to then take us from... so this will then take us from Bromley area down towards the old Wordesley Hospital. And then after the Wordesley Hospital, we'll turn into Kingswinford. And then after Kingswinford, we'll then go on to Summerhill Estate, then across to Ashwood Park. And then after Ashwood Park, we'll then head into Wordesley, and then we'll head towards Horbush, and then into Merry Hill, and we'll complete our journey at Merry Hill. So I hope that you are all enjoying my videos here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures, the wonderful YouTube channel that you can name of all time, or the best YouTube channel that you can name of all time. So we will get more and more videos on the channel, of course we will. So we are gonna upload even more videos in days and weeks to come. And so we will upload even more videos very, very soon. So please keep your eyes peeled for more and more exciting videos here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. So once we've done the 226i, we will get more and more videos on the channel. So I will let you know which videos I'm going to upload on the channel. So most videos have just been updated with new narration just to improve. So we are going to continue to update every channel as we go along. And so just keep watching, guys, here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. So here we go. We're now coming towards Bromley. So we're coming towards Bromley. So this is Bromley right now. Well, just off Bromley. Well, we're over Bromley area now. And the next part, we're going to head we're going to head onto Bromley Lane. Well, going to the bottom of Bromley Lane, the Auckland Road, just by the old Wordesley Hospital, which is one abandoned place now, been turned into a housing estate. And if you know Benno BVE, he talks about housing estates and old abandoned stuff. And there are still iconic buildings that survive the hospital, which is the clock tower, the chimney, and also some parts of the building of the hospital. So there's quite a few original fixtures that survive the hospital today. So anyway, guys, we are just now going to turn to the left at the next junction. So we're going to turn to the left, and so we're just now turning left, and so we're now going to turn left, and so we just turned left, and we're now joined with the 57 service, which is the Briarscroft Woolheath to Stourbridge service. The 57 used to be known as the 657, and that was operated by Hanson's buses, and that ran to Briarscroft. They shortened it to Kingswinford Manor Park only. Diamond then took over the running of the service up until 2019. Then NX changed it to the 17A and extended it up to Briarscroft Woolheath. And due to the fact the 17A was rerouted onto the old 17, which was the 257, the route was then changed to the 57. And NX carried on that service from 2020 up until 2022. Till the end of 2022, and now the route is operated by Diamond Bus once again. The route is operated from the Kidderminster depot, so yes, it's still run from Kidderminster. And however, the Briarscroft end was actually done on the 267, but however, the rest of the 267, which covers Kingsley Estate and Ashwood Park, that is done by Tividale, and that's on the 17 service from Dudley. And Tividale now have the other 17 back, which is the Alzo into Merryhill, but that's numbered the 17H, due to the fact that was created by NXWM, because due to the fact that they already had a 17 on their network. So they added the H next to the number 17. So anyway, here we go. We're just going to continue on our journey. So more videos are coming along. So please stay tuned here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. Okay then, guys. We're now coming towards the turn-off point where we're going to join on to the 16 service, the Stourbridge to Wolverhampton through Kingswinford, and also the 17A, which only runs certain times of the day direct to Kingswinford. So that was where Wordesley Hospital used to be, and there's a Dennis Trident LX400 working the 16 to Stourbridge. The 16 is also run by Wolverhampton Depot, and that route interworks with the 15 at Wolverhampton, and the route is usually allocated to double-decked vehicles, but however there is the occasion of the Volvo B7 RLE Right Eclipse Urbans. Well, there are rare allocations of those, and there's the extremely rare ADL Enviro 200s and the Right Street Light WFs, because they have made appearance on that route as well. But I know they've made an appearance on the number 7 from Dudley to Wollaston Junction, but that's now back with Pensnett Depot. The street light only came on the 7 when it was operated by Wolverhampton Depot. So we're going to carry on our journey as we head towards Kingswinford. So we'll be heading for Kingswinford. Okay, then we're now in Kingswinford, and next we're going to turn left and then left again, and we are going to be heading for Wordesley via the Ashwood Park. So this is Kingswinford now, on the 226I, and we're actually going to follow the original 226 to Merry Hill, as the 226 now goes through Wall Heath. So it doesn't do the original route anymore. Instead, it goes by Wall Heath. And the 226 is a good route. I really like the 226. It's one of my favourite routes across the Black Country, beside the 202 from Halzone to Bromsgrove. 229 Dudley to Bilston alongside the 223. And also I like the 142 to Halzone from Merry Hill now, which is also in part the old 287. And I also like the 125 from Stourbridge to Bridge North, 192 Halzone to Kidderminster. And I like the 318 from Stourbridge to Bromsgrove, 147 from Halzone to Bromsgrove via Romsley. So I do like most of the routes across the West Midlands and the Black Country and even Worcestershire, etc. So we're now in Kingswinford. So this is Kingswinford. So there's Kingswinford Library. Right there. And there's Manor Park. So that's Manor Park, Kingswinford. And we're just also by Heron Foods as well, which used to be a branch of a Woolworths. Because there used to be a Woolworths here in Kingswinford, but Woolworths went under in 2008. And there was also a Woolworths in Stourbridge's Rye Market, Wolverhampton's Mander Centre, Dudley High Street. There was also one in Blackheath Town Centre, Halzone Town Centre. There was also one. There was also one at Walsall. There was one in Telford Shopping Centre, Kidderminster Town Centre, Worcester High Street, Cheltenham High Street, Gloucester, Eastgate, Weston-super-Mare High Street. There was a load of Woolworths. There were lots of Woolworths back in the day, but you don't have Woolworths anymore because that's now gone. Anyway, here we go, continuing out on our journey on the 226A. So then, guys, we're continuing on our journey on the 226A. So we're heading for Wordesley now, which is not far away from Stourbridge. So I hope that you have enjoyed so far the 226I from Dudley. And we'll be then heading for Horbush, and then we'll be finishing at Merry Hill, where the service will terminate. And now the 226I is introduced, so I hope that you are enjoying it so far. And as you know, a lot of these routes, we're almost going to face a potential axe. But no, they've actually improved them. Like the 226A was meant to happen in September of last year, but however it got pushed back to the end of December, towards the end of December, and now it's finally operating. Also, the 226 to serve Wall Heath would have been interesting, but however that got pushed back, and now it's running to Wall Heath. So I'm so happy that that all those services had them reprieves, and now most of them have not been renewed, but however the 226 has been renewed. And also there was talk of having the 229 to no longer operate on Sundays and late evenings, but no, that carried on to operate, even the 82 to Wolverhampton, which it interworks with at Dudley. So I'm so happy that those services have been retained now for the long haul. And I'm so happy that those services have been retained, and I'm really pleased that these services are so vital for most people who do tend to use those services. So anyway, we're coming to, so this is Wordesley now. So this is Wordesley Park at Bellevue. So coming up when we get to the junction at the Ashwood Park, there is a road that continues into Lawnswood. No buses cover that area, apart from the school contract 242S, which is run by Select Bus Services, that does a private school run to Kimva. And then beyond that road, if you go there, you'd go down through Lawnswood, past the Ashwood Nurseries, over the Ashwood Marina, and then after the Ashwood Marina, you then go over the navigation, up the Camp Hill, then past Wolverhampton Business Airport at Hackney Green, over the Highgate Common, then past the farm shop, which is close to the area, and then you're on the Rabbit Run. You cross most of the number 9, Wolverhampton to Bridgnorth, and then you joined part with the 114, Telford to Bridgnorth via Beckbury, and then after that, you join part with the 113, Telford, Bridgnorth to Telford via Sutton Maddock, and then you end up in Telford. So anyway, we're now on Ashwood Park. So this is the Ashwood Park estate on the 226, and we're joined with the 17 once again, which is the Dudley to Stourbridge link that goes through the Wordesley way. So here we go. We're now on Ashwood Park. So then, guys, we are still continuing on our trip on the Ashwood Park. So we're just coming down Ashwood Park now, and so this is Ashwood Park, Bellevue area now. So we're just going downwards. So we're going down on the 226A. So we're just heading down on the 226A. And we are heading towards the bottom. So we're heading towards the bottom now. And I hope that you are enjoying this trip so far. And we will continue to monitor and make more videos on the channel very soon. So please keep your eyes peeled for more and more exciting videos here on Joe's Bus Train Play and Lift Adventures, the wonderful YouTube channel that you can name of all time. And we're just now coming through Wordesley. So just coming through Wordesley. And well, we're nearly in Wordesley, so we'll be heading towards Wordesley. And then once we get to Wordesley, we'll then be heading towards Horbush. So we'll be heading towards Horbush next after Wordesley area. So then, guys, we are now continuing on our journey through the Ashwood Park area. So we're just going past the co-op now. So this is the co-op that we've just gone past, and we are heading for Wordesley right now. So we're heading for Wordesley, and then after Wordesley we will then proceed to go up the Bromley Hill Road, and then we'll cross Horbush. So we're going to cross to Horbush before we make our final approach towards Merry Hill. So we'll be heading for Merry Hill on the service 226. So we'll be heading for Merry Hill on the 226. And then we'll head to finish our journey. So we'll be finishing our journey at Merry Hill. And so hope you are all okay. So we are now going to turn right. So we're going to turn right. So we're just going to turn right at the next turn-off point. So here we go. We've just turned right and we are coming by the Red Lion, and we're going to come out by the Old Cat Inn pub, which is just round the corner. So we're just going to be coming to the Old Cat Inn pub, which is here in Wordesley. So here we are. So the Old Cat Inn pub is just round this corner, and then coming into view next will be Holy Trinity Church, which is going to be on our left-hand side. Now, the second Holy Trinity Church on the same line as this road coming up is over at Amblecote, but the 226 doesn't go to Amblecote because that's the 17 route down to Stourbridge. So here we are, just waiting at the traffic lights at the Old Cat Inn, and then we'll proceed to go towards past the Holy Trinity Church. So here we go. So we've just gone past the Old Cat Inn pub, so we're just going to see the Holy Trinity Church. So Holy Trinity Church is just right here. It's actually the same shaped tower as St George's Church in Kidderminster, except it has a clock. St George's Church doesn't have a clock, and St George's Church has a flagpole, while Holy Trinity Church doesn't. So there is a difference. And St George's Church is in Kidderminster, while Holy Trinity, with that shape, is over at Wordesley. So anyway, we're now turning, so we just turned left. The 17 carries on to go towards Stourbridge, past the Wordesley glass cone. So we've just gone past the, so that's just gone past the glass cone, while we're going up this road, and then we're going to head, for Horbush. So we'll be heading for Horbush. And then after Horbush, the service will head for the Maryhill Shopping Centre. So we'll be heading for the Maryhill Shopping Centre. So we're just coming up towards Buckpool now, which is an estate over Wordesley. So we're coming up towards Buckpool, and we're going to turn to the right. So we're going to take a right turn. So just going to take a right turn. So just taking a right turn. So just going to take a right turn next. So here we go. We're just about to take a right turn at this junction coming up. Just waiting a few moments. Anyway, we're just now taking the right turn. So we just turned right, and we're going to take another right turn. And at the time of filming, we will be joining up with the 250 and 251, the Maryhill circulars, when they existed. Those routes have now become the 25 Stourbridge to Dudley, which I originally scheduled to plan. But however, due to unforeseen circumstances, it's just been put on hold. A lot of routes have been put on hold, but I'm not going to give up. I will get those videos done as soon as possible, so please bear with me. So, as you probably know, we are heading round to Horbush now on the 226. So we're heading on the 226 I. Well, 226I, because why would I say the 226? Because this is the 226I. Because the 226 goes Wall Heath, while the 226A doesn't. Well, just basically share the same corridor. Now, the 226A operates the evenings and Sunday trips. So it does evenings, Mondays to Saturday, then all day on Sunday. While the 226 just does Mondays to Saturday daytime. So that is great that the 226 is carrying on, and they use the same buses what is used on the 226, right street lights, micro hybrids. These are the ones that don't have the leather seats. They just have the standard seats. Because the ones on the 002 are like leather seats. And also the ones on the 125 and all the other routes. Street lights do appear on various routes across the West Midlands, like the 229s and all that. Sometimes like, they have them on the 4H, and I know they've got them on the 40 and over at Walsall Way, and also over in Tamworth. They used to have a lot of street lights when they had them on the Stratford work, but however, Diamond lost the Stratford work to Stagecoach. So anyway, this is Horbush right now. So we're just over Horbush, and we're going to now turn left. So we've just taken a left turn now. So we're just taking a left turn, and when we get to the end of this road, we're going to take a right turn and then go straight to head up direct to Bromley Hill High Street. And at the time of filming, Bromley Hill High Street was open fully, because apparently Bromley Hill High Street at present is closed for reconstruction works. But however, the businesses in Bromley Hill High Street is open as usual, so you can still access it via foot. It's just it's just like vehicles can't get into Bromley Hill High Street directly at the moment, and services have been diverted past the Asda on Venture Way, which is that bypass road they introduced years ago. And the Venture Way is basically like a smiley face. So it's like a smiley face. So anyway, we'll be on our way into Merry Hill. Now, Merry Hill is a large shopping centre in Dudley, and you've got good brands there. Like, you've got the supermarket chain Asda. That used to be known as a Carrefour and a Gateway, and now it's Asda. There's also one below the pound shop. There's also two pet shops, 2x2 Pets, which has been at the centre for years, and Pets at Home out on the retail park. There's 3 McDonald's restaurants. There's a Tim Hortons. There's Home Sense, TK Maxx. There's loads of choice of restaurants. There's a buffet restaurant. There's Waterstones, H&M. Sports Direct, Primark, Boots, Next. There's a lot of Costa Coffees. There's even Greggs as well. There's quite a lot of choices of brands to choose from at Merry Hill. So you sport for choice with all the different brands at Merry Hill Shopping Centre. And so anyway, we're coming up to Bromley Hill right now. So the 250, which is now the 25, diverts to the left, which we just gone past. So that bus goes into Brockmore. So we're just crossing over an old abandoned railway line. Well, it's not fully abandoned because they still use that line for goods trains. But it's just not used for the general public anymore. And the train lines used to serve Bromley Hill, Brettle Lane, and also Blowers Green at Dudley. And there was also one at Round Oak before terminating in Dudley Town. So anyway, we're just coming into Bromley Hill now. So we've just gone past the side end of the Moore Shopping Centre, the Moore Centre. It's only a small centre. Like, you've got Poundland there, you've got a butcher shop. There are loads of butcher shops in Bromley Hill, butchery shops. Because as you know, they're all independent. There are loads of independent shops in Bromley Hill. There's charity shops. And of course there's an Asda and a library, and there's Home Bargains. But now we're heading for the terminus at Merry Hill. I hope you enjoy the journey on the 226 all the way from Dudley. And please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. click the red bar below to watch to subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell to receive either all or occasional notifications regards to the video. And please like and subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below if you like the 226 video. But until then, guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the 226 all the way from Dudley. 226i, I meant. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you are all okay, and look after yourselves, guys. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon for more exciting videos that will be coming out on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. The best, fantastic YouTube channel that you can name of all time. And yes, it is a fantastic channel to be named at all time. So anyway, we're just coming to our final destination, Merry Hill Bus Station. So we've just gone past the KFC, and of course there's a cinema with Costa Coffee, and there's loads of Costa Coffees at Merry Hill, like there's one in Next. There's also one on the retail park. There's also one located within the centre as well. So there's loads of Costa Coffees about now. And anyway, there's the Weatherspoons at Merry Hill. So welcome to Merry Hill. Thank you for watching the 226A. Look forward to see you all again soon for more exciting videos here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. Until then, it's a bye for now. See you soon. And keep watching, guys. More videos will be coming soon on this channel. And thank you very much for watching. And take care of yourselves. And we will be out again for more videos very soon. But so anyway, thank you for watching, and end of the video.